Now it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our next special presenter for today's awards, Professor Arthur McDonald, co-recipient of the 2015 Nobel Prize for Physics. And Dr. McDonald, if you would allow me to thank you for everything that you're doing in terms of advancing knowledge and training the next generation, but also your incredible efforts during this pandemic to team up with others and bring innovation that has saved lives in terms of new respirators, and shows how the NSERC community has been front and center in the fight of our, I guess, century. So over to you.
Well, thank you very much, Mona, and I appreciate those kind words, and I'd like to offer congratulations to all the recipients who have been recognized so far this afternoon. Our next award recognizes recent cutting-edge research which marks a major discovery in a research or discipline. The NSERC John C. Polanyi Award was created in tribute to Canadian researcher John C. Polanyi, who was a recipient of the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1986. This year, the John C. Polanyi Prize is awarded to Dr. Hanadi Sleiman of McGill University. Professor Sleiman and her team at McGill University have transformed the field of DNA nanotechnology and paved the way to a revolution in medical treatments for major diseases. The Sleiman Group created a unique class of DNA nanostructures to be used as drug delivery vessels for precision medicine, capable of detecting tumor cells and targeting drug delivery before biodegrading harmlessly. Professor Sleiman's breakthroughs will help doctors and pharmaceutical companies bypass drug resistance and generate greater success rates for a range of cancer treatments. For her groundbreaking advancements to DNA nanotechnology, NSERC presents Professor Hanadi Sleiman with the 2021 John C. Polanyi Award. I would now like to invite Professor Sleiman to say a few words.
McDonald, and I really have so many people to thank today. First, I would like to thank NSERC for investing in its scientists in such a profound and meaningful way. I submitted my first research proposal to NSERC as an assistant professor, where I advanced the crazy idea of taking the biological molecule DNA and taking it out of its biological context and using it as a molecular Lego building block to generate larger structures. At the time, there were only 2 or 3 groups in the world working in this field, and the field was just an academic curiosity with fundamental potential. NSERC funded this proposal from the start and supported me in all the fundamental and applied research that we carried out since. The NSERC Discovery Program is a flagship program, not only in Canada, but in the world. And I really believe that it deserves to be supported to the greatest possible extent. Now, the field of DNA construction, or what we call DNA nanotechnology, has hundreds of laboratories working in it around the world. And DNA nanostructures are making a difference in fields from biology to material science to medicine. Now, as we saw this year with the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine, we are now witnessing a revolution in medicine. First, scientists developed small molecules as drugs, and then they developed proteins like antibodies as drugs to treat patients. We now know that a new class of molecules, DNA and RNA-based therapeutics, can make a tremendous difference in medicine. But there are many challenges that we need to overcome to see more of these in clinical applications. Our group would like to take DNA and RNA therapeutics and package them into larger structures that allow us to deliver them only to disease cells, but not to normal cells. And so that we can overcome the challenges standing in the way of DNA and RNA becoming the medicines of the future. Je voudrais remercier l'Université de McGill et le département de chimie pour m'avoir accueilli chaleureusement dès le premier jour, pour leur générosité, leur collégialité et leur soutien constant tout au long de ces années. I would like to thank my wonderful students for their hard work, creativity, and passion. We are so privileged in Canada to be attracting such incredibly talented students. Getting to know students and walking with them for 5 years is a real privilege and one of the best parts, I think, of my job. I would like to thank my family, my husband, Bruce, my children, Ryan and Maya, my brother, Firas, and my extended family for their love and support and for making life truly wonderful. I dedicate this award to my father, who passed away recently, and to my mother. They held my hand since childhood, inspired my path every step of the way with love, thoughtfulness, feminism, and beauty. And this was not a small feat because I grew up in Lebanon during the Civil War. Finally, I would like to thank this wonderful country, Canada, for its warm welcome, for its understated greatness and beauty, inside and out. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Sleiman, and congratulations once again.